having a night. So the script just kind of flipped in this game. Seemed like they were almost asleep and then just turned it back on. It was a nice steal by AD. He's playing a complete game here tonight. He's doing it all. LeBron's three-pointer. Good. Foul and a bucket. Steph Curry. It's a three-pointer from 30 feet, just like you said, Michael, and there it is. It's good. Three-pointer for the win. No good. Game over, and the Warriors have upset the Lakers.
Back to Staples. AD is speaking with Mike in the media.
Hey, AD, since you got here, fourth quarters have typically been a strong point. I just wondered if tonight's was in its own right, kind of its own occasion, or if it was something that was building throughout the double-digit leads and such that you saw throughout the game.
They were making tough shots. We stopped playing defense. We had a lot of turnovers late that we could have avoided. Other teams did the same thing to the Clippers. Down 22, come back win. Our defense was really good to start the game. Even in the first half. And I think we gave them a 33-point third quarter to come out of halftime. Defense just wasn't there. And then, they made some tough shots late in the fourth. But it was all, controllable. It wasn't nothing that they really did. Our rotation was bad. Getting backdoored, wide open shots from the perimeter, wasn't getting back in transition, wasn't talking and matching up. So every time we did that, it seemed like they made us pay.
And down the stretch, what would you have liked to have seen on the offensive end of the floor in terms of maybe settling less for jump shots and attacking more? And how did that play out as the quarter went on? It seemed like it built on itself.
Why you see us make some shots? We passed on a couple shots. McKinney hit the three on the wing, I think in the corner. That he passed on. I had a shot at the top of the key. Mid-range that I missed. But I feel like we played into the clock a lot. We didn't run a lot. We didn't get a chance to run in that fourth quarter because we wasn't getting stops. And we missed free throws down the stretch. So, like I said, that's a team who's got enough power to score and to win basketball games, but we have to do a better job on both ends.
Dan?
AD, there are nights where teams lose and the other team plays better and you just kind of move on. How does this team handle a loss where you walk off the court and you feel like this one's on us? How does this team kind of process those kinds of losses?
We know we're a good team. We know teams are going to come out and play their best against us. But the way we lost, we don't like. Obviously, we got to look back at the film and see what we can be better. But we've always bounced back. We don't like losing two in a row. And so our next game, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to win that game. And so, nobody in the locker room likes to lose. But, this was a tough one. It's one that we for sure should have won. So this one hurts a little bit more, but we'll watch the film, when we get back together and try to figure out how to get better and get ready for Milwaukee.
Bill?
AD, you just listed all the self-inflicted wounds along the way in the second half. How much of that do you chalk up to taking your foot off the gas in this because you did have that early lead, and then what kind of lesson do you take from that going into the rest of the year?
I don't think we took our foot off the gas. I think we just, I think we were just kind of settling for a lot of jumpers on the offensive end. They were there, but we still could have got to the paint. Anytime we got to the paint in the first half, we had some good looks. We were one-shot basketball a lot in the second half. And on the defensive end, I think they started, making shots. Steph started making shots, getting layups. We fouled a lot. They got to the free throw line, made shots, got to the paint. Wiggins got open 3 times, I think in a row. So it's just things that we could do better. And like I say, anytime we did anything wrong on the defensive end, it seemed like they made us pay.
Last two, Dave.
Eddie, the defensive sequence where you guarding Steph out at the top of the key, did you think he was going to his step back in that situation? And you just walk me through that possession.
No, I mean, he made a great move, hit a great shot. There's nothing, more to it. And they came off the screen, took one dribble, did a little step back. I backed up and then tried to contest and made a tough shot.
Jim Alexander?
Yeah, losing a game like this, and now you're going on an extended road trip. But this year, what's different about playing on the road? Is it different from anything you've ever experienced before, just because of the number one, the conditions, and then number two, the protocols? What is that like?
I mean, it's the same as any other year except with no fans. You get in the city, you're in your hotel. You go through your team meetings and you go to the game. And the game day routine stuff is exactly the same. I don't think anything's changed for the road. And so the only thing they added in was testing, but the rest of the stuff is the same to me.
But road teams are playing better this year. I mean, now is there an explanation there?
I mean, there's no fans, so that home crowd isn't there. To get the home team, amped up or when they go on a run.